Hey everyone, it's me, the Alikat. I'm here to stream for you today, do some Star Wars stuff, talk about things, mostly Star Wars, and kind of go from there. I just want to do a quick check to make sure I have audio going out and it sounds okay, so bear with me. I would say that's a yes. Alright, cool. Oh. Alrighty then. So, we have a few things we're going to potentially be talking about today. Let's see. I'll be working a bit on a few different ideas. Let's see. Alright. I have a rough sketch already made. Shouldn't say that rough, but it's pretty rough. Well, the droid's not rough, and the lightsaber's relatively well done. But, it is what it is. Oh. Let's get some pencils and other things out. And we'll see if I got everything going here. Well, looking at myself delayed when I'm looking at the restream stuff online is a little weird. Definitely a little weird. Hey, Marthas, how are you? See, you're here from my Star Wars. Pardon my need to use my snot rag. Answers my question if I would see everything properly in OBS. Okay, I need to find my tools of choice. Oh, only problem with this time of year. It's nice out, the weather's nice, it's getting warmer, things of that nature, and my nose drips constantly. It has nothing to do with the spicy food I just ate. Nothing at all. So let's see where I got. That's one of them. That's another one. Okay. Those. Not the one I want. Yes. Not that. That should probably be good for right now. If I actually get past the penciling phase today, I will be surprised. Okay. Put this stuff away. So I know I'm seeing YouTube. Okay. Getting ready. All gloved up. I'm going in. Let's see. Well, let's show you what we're doing here. Let's go to Arden. Alright, we're on the arting page. Actually, I have this here. I'll bring up my concept art over here. Let's see what the hell I'm doing. That'll be easier. That's actually it. There we go. Okay, so we do have some loose stuff done here. I have a T7 unit droid. I have girl with the lightsaber, and we're going to be going from there. And this is actually going to be kind of interesting because she is about the size of the droid. So This is an original character by me. At some point, I should probably name her. And then I've been on a kind of a kick lately, drawing, sketching and doing stuff with a certain Final Fantasy character that I really like, um, Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. So I thought to myself, well, what if I made Vivi into a Jedi? And then I said to myself, well, what is Vivi? Vivi's a Jawa. So making a Jawa Jedi. I might have that a little bit too high. Let's move that down a little bit. I'll go on with a better pencil once I have kind of more of it roughed in. Like right now, I just have kind of a loose body here, and that's about it. So let's see if this will help people see a little better. I'll add a little bit more light. I don't know if that helped, but yeah, might be able to see a little bit more. It'll start to show up as I do. Just messing with the 2H pencil right now, so. And I just finished Maul Shadow Lord, so I have to say, very cool. I think I got my channel shadow banned because not sure it affects my comments. I can see your comments, so hopefully that works. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Just let me know if you can hear me. And that shadow banning thing is mostly bullshit anyway. I'll take that as a no on affecting my comments. Let's get fantastic. That's what I want to hear. Oh, it's her shoulder. Okay. Yes, so my variation is a girl Jawa that's inspired by Vivi. Because girls are better. Just saying. I might be biased. Let's see. think I might have to go with the darker pencil right from the start. Not a big deal. That's why I'm wearing a glove. Did you get to do anything for comic day? I played Magic. I got some friends. That's about it. I honestly I forgot it was free comic day. Yeah. The main thing that I've gotten done is my manga is done and has been uploaded to my editor, and I'm just kind of waiting for them to publish it. So when that happens, I'll be doing a big stream on it and everything of that nature. So I think you'll be able to read it for free too, which is even better. I think this is coming out a little bit better. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with it. Granted, I'm changing like the entire art style after I complete it, so if it goes to a full series. Not really like drawing the way I was doing for it, so oh, if you're interested, I think it's Katakawa is doing a manga academy thing right now where they're getting ready to do. You got like a few months to make a uh whatchamacallit. You can make a manga that's the minimum's like 8 pages or something, and it can go up to 60. Uh, okay, that's not what I wanted. That's Kodensha. Yeah, Kodensha Manga Academy. I'm with Katakawa. I get confused. Now you gotta go back in a bit. Okay. I hear a kitten. I'm pretty sure there's a kitten. Afraid the other one would be down here. He's not. So Marvel, if you're listening out there, let me do a story with my Java Jedi. Oh, getting messages on Messenger. All right, let's respond to somebody. Told them I was live streaming some Star Wars right now. Let's go wish a happy Star Wars Day. Something about this, what I kind of wanted to do. Trying to go. I don't know. I don't really know how to say it. I often have issues with just. I think every artist does, where you're trying to figure out your own drawing style and everything. And you know how you want to do stuff. I have a fairly known manga style um, in the indie comics community, I think. I mean, I'm not really a known artist, but enough people know who I am. I operate in certain fan circles of, everybody knows I'm a big fan of David Finch. He's a friend. Um, I love him and I love Meredith. They're both great people. I consider D-Dubs a bit of a friend. I did some stuff in Photoshop for him with the logo with to a powerbomb. I do have some of his original art hanging up on my wall behind me. Still waiting on Dave to give me my original art. My birthday 2 years ago. That might be too teardroppy. Well, let me use a litter box. Thankfully, it doesn't smell bad. Also, I cleaned it yesterday, specifically because I knew I was going to be streaming for a while today. Now, a piece of Star Wars lore I'm actually not sure of is how long do Jawas live for? I mean, before some highly accurate stormtroopers go and shoot them. Or Mando. Depending on how far I get with this, I may try to do a Darth Maul picture tomorrow on Revenge of the Fifth. Although I do have a few things I may have to do tomorrow, so I'm very happy I'm streaming now. Really hoping to stream tomorrow, but my older brother's in the hospital right now. He's not doing that great. Don't fully know what's up. So, if anybody has some good words for him and things like that, I would appreciate it. well wishes, that type of thing. Nope, this is actually the message I was waiting for. Bear with me. Alright. Actually, of the creators who I'd love to see try to draw this character, aside from me, because I've only done a couple of like little sketches of her. I'd love to see Rob of Sketchcraft do it. His style would be like perfect for what I kind of want with this. Sometimes I go a bit too crazy with the red. Should probably lower the opacity a bit more for myself. Oh, that's a kitten. Is that a kitten? Is that a kitten? Yes, I love you too. Yep, yep, that's my rocket. Yeah, yeah, is that my rocket? Is that my rocket? Yeah, that's my... I put him up on camera, but I can't get a good... I might be able to get him now. Let's see. Is that you there? Is that... You're making this difficult. No, you're both down here. Just look at that. Always I'm trying to do something. These kitties want to talk to me. Nice, gave his brother a little bit of a nudge. Alright, let's see. Let's go back in here a bit. Yeah, it's him again. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I don't think anybody's really watching me, but hey. If you are, feel free to say something. I'm here. I generally read the chat. I will talk about Star Wars. I'll even talk about Maul Shadow Lord, but I won't talk about the ending. I don't want to spoil that for anyone. Okay. Yeah, I heard you first time, and the second time, the third time, the 12th time. Oh. On another Star Wars note, I really want to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. I watched the first one the other day. Haven't seen it in literally since it came out 20 years ago with my mom. We both loved it. And yeah, I definitely want to go see the second one. It's high on my list of movies to see. I love Meryl Streep. Oh, she is fantastic. I think it was Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt. And the actor in it, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Oh, I believe he's married to like Emily Blunt's older sister or something. I'm really hoping they're all back in it. You don't need to see my snot right. Today we're drinking Mug Zero. There should be details on that stuff. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, as when you have a digital brush, you can do a lot more stuff. Okay. You're back. Fantastic. And better than ever. Yeah, so, Martha, if you hadn't heard, where is it? Cadentia, is doing a manga academy, where they have a thing you can enter. You have like between, say, now and July or August, I can't remember, to submit a manga, and it only needs to be like 8 pages long. It can go as much as 60, I believe, but you can do a manga one shot, and they're looking to publish people. So, if that interests you, I would check it out. You don't need to be. All you have to do is basically be able to draw stuff. Um, they are reaching out to both American, basically every artist type out there. So they're looking to expand what they publish. So you don't really have to worry about it. I mean, some of the stuff that I was doing um, for my manga doesn't fit the typical anime or manga style. It's more of 1980s like black and white revolution stuff, like very Eastman layered stuff of that nature. And I'll admit, there's a part of me that really likes it. It's also got a bit of John Byrne in it and other people from that era. Didn't finish that King Ghidorah piece either. Well, can always go and finish it because King Ghidorah is awesome. Kind of want to draw King Ghidorah. I'm thinking that might be the major adversary on Godzilla minus Zero, because Ghidorah is generally listed as Monster Zero, so they even got that right in the American King Monster stuff. One, you need to actually find out if you truly are shadow banned. Typically, it's an algorithmic issue. That's nothing to do with people being banned or anything of that nature. True shadow banning is it's kind of a myth. The big thing is can you navigate to it? Can you put out a link and have it and navigate to it? That's the first thing you need to check. If you can go and do that, you've solved 90% of your problems. Like if you're not getting pushed in the algorithm, well, there's a bunch of things that you got to do to keep that going, and I'm not the best streamer for doing it because I don't stream enough. I mean, Ian does it far more than I do. I wish I could do it more, but there's got so many. I hate to keep blaming MS, but MS is kind of one of the reasons why I keep having problems. Like I just had a big procedure on Wednesday to try to help me out with a few things. So far, so good. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Yeah, that's welcome to live streaming with a low viewer with basically a low sub count. There's some days where I get a crazy amount of people watching me. Doesn't help it happen that often. The thing is, you got to build like a schedule to stream on that the algorithm will follow, and then it'll start to promote you to more people. And you do need likes and comments. For instance, hitting the like button on this video will help me. Hitting the add comment button and then not adding one is the same thing as adding a comment. So it does the algorithmic thing. So you don't even have to leave a comment. You just have to hit the button like you're going to. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. That's not true. Hitting the share button is the same thing. So if you hit the share button, like you're going to share the stream and then just close the window, that's fine. You actually do have to leave comments. But yes, hitting the share button, that's the one that you can get around, at least as of right now. I know some of the bigger live streamers have talked about it. So when I mean bigger live streamers, people who have like, a couple thousand people in their streams at a time. So those are more like debate series and stuff. I watch a lot of debate stuff. Talking Heads is pretty easy to watch. What are you doing, you stupid cat? Rocket's over there. Come here. Come here. Okay. Yep, I got you. Okay. Oh, shorts work completely differently. Yeah, shorts are entirely different. Those are not something I know a ton about, but I know they work entirely differently. Um, I know it's like harder to monetize them and stuff, so and like get views and things. I have a TikTok short that actually I have a couple TikTok shorts that did fairly well. I need to I need to explore more TikTok. Um, my mother had a funny name for it yesterday. I can't remember what the heck she said though. It was funny though. I remember it. It was something like I don't do the talks and tick or something, but it was funny. What are you doing? What are you doing? I got you. I got you. Okay, we're doing it. We're gonna go for the cat cam. We're gonna go for the cat cam. Update my mug with the cat. Oh, here he is. There he is. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, yeah, he's my boy. There he is. Mm. He's purring. He loves to purr. Okay, let me see. I gotta get him up more. Come on, you. No struggling. No struggling. There he is. There he is. Hmm? He's my meow meow. Okay, I gotta put him down. He doesn't want to get hurt. Okay. So we had a bit of the cat cam. Gotta remember more rounded lines with this. Yep, and that was my little kaiju. Yeah, that should be good. Yes, he is. Let's see. It's the other stupid thing. They said my viewers are males 25 to 55. We got 100 something views on a painting of a teal cat with angel wings. None of those viewers are female. That's weird. I'm sorry. That's like right up my alley. So no, I can understand if most of my viewers are male. I draw shonen manga, so yeah, okay. Hmm. Well, I fixed my notifications I was having problems with my Discord, my Messenger, and my YouTubes. Now they don't stop again. It's both satisfying and annoying simultaneously. I might take you up on that offer. Gotta make sure I can afford it though, because I am poor. I think my best bet is just lay low for a few weeks, then put out a low effort test piece. Yeah, that won't hurt. I do know, as I said, that shorts are completely different than like the rest of the game with like YouTube and stuff. I'm messing with the algorithm, and I honestly don't know a lot about it. Mainly because I haven't really messed with it. Hook me up for digital comp. I could definitely arrange for that. One thing about lightsabers, people don't realize with the blades sometimes they come to a point. They didn't originally, but that was more of a issue at the times. Oh, hold on. Kitten's being dumb. I'll be right back. Ow, that was my knee. Nothing important. You. Go in your window. You go in the window. Leave my PlayStation alone. I will be right back. Oh, sorry about that. Cat wanted to play the gravity game. Oh, they're going to make another Sorcery Mag again. Help with that. We will probably be doing another one. Right now, we're unfortunately waiting for someone to sign off, return their contract. Who hasn't yet? It's actually a pretty big D&D YouTuber. Who Kurt published a piece by him. He goes by Professor Dungeon Master. Um, let's see. I know a lot of us. I'm trying to go to Gen Con this year, and I know that Jen and my friends, my friend Curtis, who owns the magazine, he'll be out there, and I believe Professor Dungeon Master will be too. But kind of delaying this whole thing before we have to go with somebody else. So that's one of the things that's tying us up right now. So we're in a minor holding pattern. No, yeah, it's working on the lights. Before the kitty decided to try playing the gravity game with some of my stuff. Does gravity still work? Yes. Does it still work now? Yes. How about now? Yes. Bear with me. I have to take this. Sorry about that again. This is going to be the day of distractions, I think. I'm going about an hour. 43 minutes. Okay. It's weird. I thought we were. I started streaming sooner. It was like 8 past I started streaming. Oh well. Kaiju. Hello. Ah, kittens. Where are you? Come here. Come here. You. Here. Come on. Yes, it's you. That's you. He's a purple. He loves to purr. Kaiju. Kaiju. Hmm. The next cat I'm gonna get, I'm gonna name after a lightsaber style. If I end up with an all black cat, it's definitely being named Juyo. Hmm. Kaiju. Here. Still doing the 60 days of Sister Gesture Drawings thing. I'm on 43 now, and I'm doing all one line left-handed. Damn. Yep. Has anyone ever said that you're a masochist? Kaiju! Get away from there. You better not be chewing on my comic books. Kaiju! Here. He always wants attention when I'm trying to do stuff. So that last time before I started doing them all in one line. No, that tracks. Now, I do know some place where you can, get your masochistic fixes that are probably easier. But hey, who am I to try to snub someone trying to really have some fun? I mean, that's like some Hellraiser level shit of masochism there. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I agree. Where the hell are you going at? Oh, there you are. Here. Oh, God. He's a brat cat. He's a little brat. It's lucky I love him. What is it doing? Oh, yeah, the emitter. I'll admit, I used Nocturnus' lightsaber as a bit of an inspiration for this. Kaiju. Kaiju. Kaiju, come here. Come here, buddy. Kaiju. He's going to jump up there again and annoy me. Yes, you are. I know you are. Oh, I know this. You're a cat. Kaiju. Yes, you. Knock it off. So still doing the one new random character per page parody comic. Page 50. Damn, not bad. You need to start just doing a book. Kaiju. Excuse me again. Leave Edgar Markov alone. Yes, you. You. I know. We'll do that. Oh, it's treat time. I had to give them treats. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm just checking the stream, making sure everything's okay with it. I screwed up this hand. Oh well. No, I was intending on kind of gloving it anyway, so no big deal. Kaiju knockout. What are you doing? Yes, you. What are you doing? Yeah. Hmm. Oh, God, I think he just wants to make little chirping sounds to make me think he's jumping in places he shouldn't be. Might not be able to stream as long as I wanted today. Got a lot going on. I think Jeff is home. You ever read The House of Women? It's kind of a Star Wars fanfic type sci-fi. A bunch of women works for a galactic empire and they have to establish a school for these little aliens. I have not. Sounds interesting though. Oops. Much really sick stuff happens in it, but the art style is really cool based off India and Japanese woodcuts. That's pretty cool. I may have to check it out. Why don't I put a second lightsaber? I don't forget now. Okay. Look at my concept art. I have her holding a lightsaber, but I also have a lightsaber in her hand. Granted, the hilts are different, so yeah. Maybe I was thinking of making her a dual wielder. This is wrong. Jeff isn't home. He would have been in by now. Oh, God, I'm tired. Had a busy weekend. I'll do that. Okay. Ah, he's Kaiju was camped out in front of my TV. He's like, "You're not watching TV, Indra." No, I'm on TV. What? What? We're talking about you, so you gotta move. They see how it is. He's very cute. He knows it, too. All right. Well, I think we're just about to that time. Let's do the book of the week, shall we? I'll do my pull list. And who would have thought it's going to be Star Wars related? I think I've stirred this up a little bit before, but we're going to do it now. More so. This is the Star Wars manga for Episode 4, A New Hope. This is basically the art print of it from Dark Horse. They published it when it was done in Japan. And this is my favorite rendition of the original film. I believe this works somewhat from a shooting script and not from the final script. The reason being is there's a few things in it that strike me as this out of the way. Strike me as much more. There's parts in it that aren't in the special edition. They're not in the original trilogy. So, but I know that they're in the shooting script. So this is the part of it in English: Art of Star Wars, A New Hope, the manga, art by Hisao Tamaki. If I had like a third of this guy's skill, he is. I wish he did the other two, because they're just not as good. I'm going to take both the main books out. Actually, I'll take all three books. Okay, so it's a 3-volume set, and there's also I have PDFs of it all too. So, all right, so this is the translation guide for the manga. Is basically it goes through the entire 2 volumes and it translates the whole thing, so you can go and try to read it using this. Just kind of give a quick peek at like what's in this, and we'll go from there. But, double splash, and again it goes from right to left in true manga fashion. Credits page talks about things. I believe it talks about how you read this way. Volume 1. And it kind of goes down through this. You see that, and it has the translations over here. One second. Kaiju. Get down. Cats. This is like another one. This is actually in part 2 now. So we got the splash there as well. Where it's Star Wars. Volume 2. So yeah. Oh. So that's the translation book. That's volume 2. Alright. Let's check out volume 1. Let's get my root beer out of the way. My life. That was my fault. I did something dumb. Stacked too much stuff up in an area. Okay. Let's do this. There. This is why I can't have nice things. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright. Rescued. Somewhat. Unlike my life. Okay. Let's move over a little bit more. Yeah. The really cool thing that I love about this is these are all basically done at 1114 in size. So, so you get the actual size of the piece. I think this is a scene from the movie. That is a thing that they do with manga a lot. So you can see the actual board right here and where they have the live space and everything. I believe this is a scene right from the movie. I think this is just a still shot that they brought in. That is a very common thing that they do in manga for certain things. They will use real pictures, as it were. Now, this is where I think that it comes down to that this is from the shooting script, because this sequence here is in the shooting script and it's in the novelization. It could have been used in the novelization as well. But it goes down to Tatooine first, and it has Luke watching the fight scene up above. Basically, the Star Destroyer chasing the Krellian Corvette. So we have giant Star Wars, hand drawn lettering, very well done, very cool. And this amazing 2-page spread showing Star Destroyer going after the Krellian Corvette, blowing out the main reactor. Everybody kind of getting knocked around. This is just the next page. Okay. The capture of the Corvette into the Star Destroyer. We have the stormtroopers coming in. We have Vader. The droids trying to escape. We have Leia giving the plans and all that stuff. Her kind of hiding out. We have Vader choking out Captain Antilles. Yeah, we have her shooting at the stormtroopers, and she gets hit by the blue donuts of doom, proving that stormtroopers can shoot people and actually hit them when they're girls. And I love how this is done. You got the escape pod shootout, and I mean, this looks like it's right from the movie in a lot of ways. I don't believe it is. I think this is all could be a trace over, which would be fine. I mean, I'm cool with that. But I mean, you got the whole thing of where it came from and how it's shooting across. You got the speed lines. Oh, it's gorgeous. So pretty. Then we have Leia being brought before. So you got the pod going down. They're seeing it, the whole thing. And then she's being brought in. One of the things that's kind of interesting here is they actually don't have the binders on. You can see her hands are free here when they're taking her off. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Droids landing. Alright, let's skip ahead. We got our full shot of Luke, the background and everything. Twin sons of Tatooine. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. The Jawas. They find the droids and everything. Oh. Obi-Wan. Luke going to find that everybody has been murdered. See, this is a definite picture of the Death Star they put in there. Then it looks like they've drawn in Star Destroyers and everything. Then we got Vader coming into the cell. Leia's sitting in a really comfortable looking bench bed. Torture droid. And where they're choosing to, there it goes to Alderaan. Yeah, Mos Eisley here. With the wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yeah, so up over here is Mos Eisley. This definitely looks like it's all hand drawn in. I don't believe there's any real. I don't believe there's any images in there or anything. Yep, move along, that whole thing. Now, when this was originally published, they flipped it. So you would read it like an American comic book, but they flipped all the art. And I always wanted it just to have the way it should have been printed, the right to left. And I'm so much happier. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God, tired. Punda Baba and Walrus Man here, as they're trying to intimidate Luke and things, and, well, Obi-Wan shows them that this is a bad idea. Got the arm coming off. He's getting cut. Got Chewie. Careful. Basically a good shot of Han, our hero shot of Han, kind of introducing him. Okay. Go through, we got the Greedo scene. Now, this is another reason why I believe that this was not done from the special editions. Greedo may be shooting, but I'm fairly certain that he's shooting after the fact, by the looks of it, that he's shooting up. So, Han shoots first. Yeah, that's definitely the Death Star. Shots of the Death Star. Being followed, basically alerted. Now we have the Jabba the Hutt scene. Now, the Jabba the Hutt scene was in the shooting script, and I believe it was in the novelization. Obviously, it wasn't this version of Jabba. If you actually want to kind of get an idea of how Jabba looked originally, if you go to the Marvel Comics adaptation of this, they have a sequence with Jabba the Hutt in there. And he's like a tall, kind of heavy-set bipedal alien. They also don't show him walking around stepping on him or anything like that. So they did add in the Boba Fett, though. So that was probably taken from the special edition. But for the most part, I believe that these are mostly shooting script / novelizations with a few add-in. And the little faces look so sweet. That's kind of a Lupin looking. Yeah, well, yeah, that actually kind of makes sense for Han to look a little bit like Lupin. But yeah, no, I just love this stuff so much. I love the way he does Chewie. This is great. Alright, so this is the first shot you see of the Falcon. And in the original release, it was reversed, so it looked like that the cockpit was over here. That annoyed the crap out of me. They have the shootout. You get the hell out of Dodge. Let's see. Coming close to the end of this. So we have the Death Star coming in on Alderaan, and this is definitely just a picture of the Death Star that was put in. I'm fairly certain this wasn't drawn. Actually, might be. That's that could also be a cutting error. But Alderaan looks like Alderaan right from the movie, so. And then they go and, well, shoot. This sequence could be taken right from the movie. I don't think it is. I think this is drawn. But you easily could have slotted that in, so. Then we get a shot of Base of the Blast hitting Alderaan and blowing it to Kingdom Come. It's right there. And Leia crying. I love that shot of Leia. That kind of really sells it. I also love that he kind of gave. These are almost like the Sailor Moon donuts. And they have just like little kind of pigtails coming down from it that I really like. And the rest of it blows up. The Obi-Wan sequence. Alright, we're going to be jumping to book 2 in a moment. So I think this basically ends with them getting on board. Vader's there, to send a survey team aboard, and he senses something he hasn't felt in a long time. And for the extras, they go into different sequences that talk about how certain things were made and done. Different notes. Concept art ideas. Tarkin looks great. Leia's got the serious, anime girlfriend energy kind of going from her. So you've got there was some big scenes in it earlier too that I kind of skipped around. That those were part of the shooting script, the novelization, and stuff like that. Okay, so that's book 1. Now then, book 2. The logo for volume 2. These are at the beginning of all the 4 volumes that made this whole thing. They had this. I said Star Wars across it. Except for now, we have a Disney symbol on there as well as Lucasfilm. Get a shot of Vader where he's leaving. Scanning team. Logo. Should be knocking an Imperial agent into orbit. Actually, what I really want to know is the donk scene. If they actually have that in this. Okay, they go off. They're doing their whole thing to save the princess. That was a weird noise. I don't know if that was kaiju or not. And they're shooting people. Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? Now, the fun thing about that whole thing is, Luke's got the heart. Luke got thoughts for her immediately. Was it the funny thing about that was the action figures at the time? If you actually took the Luke action figure, you put it next to the Stormtrooper action figure, Luke was taller. I was facing alone. Alright. Okay, we get the open up in there. Okay, so coming close to the scene that I was hoping for. They're down the trash pit. Got the Dianoga taking a look around and shooting at things. Let's see, Luke gets grabbed. They have this thing sealing up, and they're ready to basically crush everyone. They do have the. I need to check what that sound effect is, but right now it does not look like there's a donk sound effect of him like hitting his head because it doesn't look like he's going back. But that would be the one that whacked his head, which in the original release, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That the one stormtrooper in the corner who knocks his head while coming in. There's now a donk sound when it's there, like a donk. He's the one they leave behind to guard the place. So of course he's the one who lets C-3PO and R2-D2 go. Alright, so they get out. Okay, so they get out to do the thing, and they're going to be running for their lives, that whole stuff. They see the Falcon. I'm not sure on that Falcon if that one's real or not, or if it's like hand-drawn or not. I think that's an image. It's very different from the rest of it, so it almost looks like it's a paste-in. Okay. Running after him. I love this guy's style so much. They got the bridge sequence. Okay. Sequence that is my favorite part. This is actually, it was in the third volume of the manga. So we have them jumping through the blast doors where we said close, open the blast door, open the blast door. We don't have the scene where he says close the blast door. So we got the sequence here where we have Obi-Wan facing Vader. Now, this sequence is amazing. We have him like he's drawing a katana. He's ready with the fast draw and everything. Setting, and Vader's kind of sitting for his motion too. He's turning to get his stance right and everything. Then we have the two-page spread of basically the samurai action as they draw. Just that. This sequence was just, I loved how they did it, and this is one of the reasons why I was very disappointed with the other stuff. Is there was no fighting that was like this that was drawn in any of the other ones. The closest thing to it was actually the episode 1, and that was done because it was done by Kai Asamaya. Asamaya, I believe is his name. And his stuff was just blow your mind beautiful. But this is everything about this is just amazing. The looks, going through. And you can read this one kind of either way. You have like Vader cutting in Obi-Wan by surprise, or maybe like him then just cutting to that. It should go that way, then down. You're leading to Vader with the parry here. It was Obi-Wan with the parry from Vader, and finishing the cut down. It literally draws you right through the panels. I love this right here too, where he's like showing the slide back on it. Nowadays they just fry photos, clip studio, paint and use those from manga backgrounds. Yeah. Oh, that's actually, they've been doing that since the beginning. There's Marvel comics that have been doing that back for like ever as well. Like there's certain city scenes and stuff like that. Like Amazing Spider-Man 300 has a city scene in it at the end with Spider-Man swinging, and it literally is just a photograph. Kirby added in a lot of like pop art at the time to some issues of like the Fantastic Four and stuff like that. There was a lot of using photos in comics is goes way back. Yeah, you get the leveling out. But yeah, this duel is just amazing. Now, I have a love for the original Star Wars duel because of how simple it was. Also, the lightsabers were seen a lot differently. They were supposed to be very, very heavy, that they put out so much power that they required like two hands to wield and stuff like that. And you only had like an old man and a robot doing the, basically a man who's more robot than he was man fighting, so it was a very toned down, fight sequence. Oh, that we hadn't seen Jedi really fight yet, and that's what the prequels were showing us. We got more. We have the. Didn't we just leave this party? No, what took you? We ran into some more friends. We have to fight. We got this. They're coming out. Luke sees it. Obi-Wan sees that. We got Vader here. And then we got this is just where he swipe through. It cuts right through, and then the drop. And Vader's like, that's not what's supposed to happen. Better go. Have fun hanging out. Well, thank you very much. That sounds good. I saw some of your stuff you sent me the other day. It looked really good. So yeah, that'll work. Oh, God, I love that sequence so much. Now, the only other thing I was really going to go into with this was the space battle. The X-Wings lifting off. They weren't used in 3D at the time, so a lot of these definitely have to be drawn. I had to reload the notes to see if they talk about how we did it. I mean, the hatching on this stuff is great, and I've seen amazing pieces done of the of people drawing space battles and all that. Daniel Warren Johnson is just blows my mind with it. So the lock us foils in attack position. There they go. This almost looks like a circuit board. I'm thinking it's just a zipatone sheet that's just been put in there and then they've been like put on over it type thing. Oh, so good. Oh, looking good. Thank you very much, Pat. Nice of you to join us. But yeah, this just going through the Star Wars Manga collection. I happily kickstarted this. The use of negative space in this right here is just so good. You just got the white and it's coming in at you. Tarkin gets shorter. All of you still have the notes and everything in here. The notations, the page numbers and everything. They don't actually match up with this. 136 and 137. This is 135, 134. This is just great. The use of, it's so simple. And it's so good just with the way that the speed lines are and everything. It makes me wonder, like, oh, was this all done by hand with a ruler of him just doing this to give the, the way speed should look? Okay. And Big got blown up. Tarkin's happy. Vader's after him. He's gonna turn the targeting computer off. Like most of these are like double page spreads like through the entire thing, which is just amazing. Of course, made a liar on me. I thought that was too. But just there's so many double page spreads in this. They're just so good. There's another one right there. The force is strong with this one. In 2019, I had the honor to meet a gentleman who helped me design the groove running around the equator of the Death Star. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, yeah, he did pass away recently. Yeah. That's very cool, though. Oh. Yeah, it's neat how they, like, filmed a bunch of the explosions of that. They're just, like, driving a truck by it and, like, kicking up dust and things and blowing off firecrackers. Oh. Again, another double-page spread. Just the ease of this to get the trench, but it's not detailed, it's just speed lines, basically. Like, you can tell where the negative space is and kind of pulls it out, that's it. Rebel base in range. We have the I have you now, and him shooting, this thing explodes, and we have Yahoo! Look out! He gets knocked aside. They fire the proton torpedoes. They break off. Yep, those should be going right there. And we have the X-Wings, 2 X-Wings, a Y-Wing, the Falcon, all flying away. Followed by big explosion, which so that's Yavin's moon. Actually, that's pretty sure that's supposed to be Yavin's moon. Then you have the Death Star here exploding around it. Could be the moon of Yavin. Actually, apologies. They're on Yavin's moon. That's the planet Yavin. I think. I mean, it could be either way. It's cool. Alright. They blow it up, and there's Yavin 4 right there. Vader flies off, giving you the hint that there could be another one. R2's got the swirlies. We have the medal ceremony. In the outtakes for the sequence, it was hilarious because they have like a sequence with like can't remember if it was Harrison or Mark who took the medal and was like Leia looking a bit more pretty, and Chewie doesn't get his medal. Just, yeah. Forget the Wookiee. And that's basically it. And they have extras. They show you kind of how certain things were alluded to and done, like the blueprint sequence and all that. Should probably check the translation guide to tell me what that stuff is. Kanji isn't that great. Sound effects. Yeah, all isolated sound effects. Hello? What? No. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Okay. I actually have to talk about this, so I actually gotta go for a bit. But I will hopefully be back tomorrow to stream a bit more, and